From the outside, it appears frozen in time, unchanged since the 1900s. But step inside and you'll find time has rewritten every chapter. In 2017, Frasers Property transformed the Jiak Kim Warehouses into a modern lifestyle hub guided by the URA's conservation efforts. Spearheaded by Managing Director Lee Choon Li, the redevelopment conserved its iconic features. But beneath the polished facade lies a rich past. What secrets do these walls hold? Why fight to keep them standing? This is Jiak Kim.
The warehouse actually existed since the early 1900s. This whole place started as a commercial hub where there's a lot of go-downs with a lot of goods being filled within the warehouse here.
The warehouses were part of a collection in the upstream end of the Singapore River. Here, goods would be transported from the river to the roads and vice versa. But as Singapore developed, river trade decreased and Jiak Kim had a different purpose.
In the 1990s, a nightclub called Zouk took over. Zouk is actually a homegrown nightclub.
Every Friday or Saturday, you just see the queue coming out from Jiak Kim all the way to the main road outside Havelock. Zouk itself is actually very futuristic. Is that the lightings, the graphics, kind of music that keeps pulling me back. Basically, it's just living in another universe. When I just walk past this area, I think if my kids come here, he will have a different feel, because only dad will know this place used to be a night spot called Zouk.
We actually view Jiak Kim as a very remarkable testament of Singapore history. It tells the story of how Singapore as a nation has evolved actually from a very humble fishing village to where we are today. When we were tendering for this land, we know that this precinct and this particular land has got a very rich heritage. At the same time, we can build a masterpiece here, a master architectural piece. So with people visiting here, you get the vibrancies. Of course, it's different from the nightclub. It's still, you bring interest into this space. With the very rich heritage and history in these warehouses, it is quite a waste not to allow the public to access it.
The refurbished warehouses feature a function hall for events and a reception to the neighbouring serviced apartments. But there is one building that looks a little different from the outside. Warehouse 17, the rightmost go-down, has a unique scallop-shaped roof. This is the Jiak Kim House restaurant. It derived its identity from the distinct scalloped roof and is run by an even more extraordinary chef.
My name is TQ. I'm currently the culinary director at the Brewworks Group, and at the same time, I'm chef partner at Jiak Kim House. It used to be a warehouse, it used to be a dance floor. It's iconic to especially people in the 80s generation. When I do storytell for every dish, which I have actually for every dish, Jiak Kim in Hokkien is actually means eating goat. So it's this fully plated goat dessert.
For Chef TQ, his restaurant's presence at the Jiak Kim Warehouses not only preserves the charm of old stories, but also reflects imprints of his own. But architecturally, the scallop-shaped roofs are one of the many unique historical features of all the Jiak Kim Warehouses.
So If you take a look, the rooftop is a scallop shape. So actually, this roof pediment is actually quite unique. We actually played it as a part of our logo. So it's actually on my chef uniform and even on the menu and also on the service staff as well. We wanted to add on like Asian aesthetics to the space. So we actually had like louver panels with like a rattan chairs. So they adds on as like stories.
These 3 warehouses were designed with high volume, and because of the tropical architecture, it's a pitched roof to enable the water to be drained with the gutters at the side. So all these have been retained. The float pilasters are actually the original ones. They are also all retained.
If I were to describe it in one word, I think everlasting.
If I could describe Jiak Kim House, it would be a house of stories. Because I feel that the building itself, the aesthetics is just the hardware. But more importantly is the software, the people that make the difference.